Good morning and welcome to the July 9th, 1 p.m. Let's Talk. Our team spent the last 24 hours doing contact tracing on the 2 tests that came back positive for the private caregiver and for the healthcare center employee. We have now made contact with every resident and staff member who had direct contact with those 2 individuals. We have started the testing process, so we've collected the samples and sent them to the lab. The lab is already starting to process those tests, so we should have results in most cases by the end of the day today. Again, because of the timing and the fact that these 2 people were off campus for such a long time, the contact tracing was fairly easy. With that, we are going to resend the shelter-in-place order at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you swim in the morning, the pool will be open. Both restaurants will be open for pickup or delivery. The common areas will be open again at 6 a.m. on Friday. So kind of where we are to date, Westminster Village has completed 600 plus tests on our own as part of our planned testing, as part of our case-by-case or for cause testing for new hires and people returning from leave. We will continue to test at a high rate, probably higher rate than normal as activity in Arizona continues to climb. Arizona had more than 4,000 confirmed cases yesterday, and again, 75 deaths. Arizona numbers continue to climb, which tells me Westminster Village numbers are going to continue to climb. We need to continue to, again, act in our best interest, each individual, making sure we're social distancing, wearing our mask, wearing our face shields, keeping our social circle small. Again, right now the most important step in this process of keeping the virus away from people is each individual's actions, each individual making good decisions, and really limiting who they have contact with or close contact with. There's been a lot of confusion on the shields and the masks. So the easy answer is, if you're going to be in any common area, or you're going to be in close contact with somebody closer than 6 feet who's not living with you, you should have a mask on. Obviously, what you do in your apartment is up to you, but it should be, if you're in close contact with somebody who doesn't live with you, wear a mask. If you're in any common area, wear a mask. Those of us who leave the campus every day, those of us who leave the campus for any reason, we're required not just only to wear the mask out in public, but the shield. So if you go to your doctor's appointment today, for 14 days, you wear the mask and the shield when out in the common areas. Employees, we leave the campus every day, so pretty much we're going to be wearing the mask and the shield every day. So again, the simple answer is everybody in the common areas wears a mask. You also wear a mask when you're in close contact with somebody who is not living in your apartment. And then you only wear the shield over the mask if you choose to as a precautionary reason, or if you've been on campus in the last 14 days. Masks and shields for residents don't need to be worn outside, again, unless you're in close contact. It should be fairly simple. Again, the shield is an extra protection. It allows us to, again, feel a little bit more comfortable with the fact that there are people leaving the campus. That second layer of protection we think is going to be very helpful. I also had a question about what is dietary, as I think in the update this morning said it was a dietary staff member. In the healthcare center, our food service people are called dietary. It's a small group of employees. They are not coming over to the independent living side, and that group also does not go up to assisted living. So we have 3 separate categories really of food service right now. They're 3 separate teams. The dietary staff in the healthcare center does not produce the bulk of the food. The food is sent over. The dietary staff puts it onto trays and delivers it. So that's the difference there. Again, this employee that tested positive was a dietary employee on the healthcare center side. And again, we have tested all the close contacts, and we retested every resident in the healthcare center. And like I said, I've already looked at the lab work, and they're processing, they've received them, so we should have results today. if you have any other questions, please feel free to email me, call the front desk, and we'll try our best to get those answered. I think one more thing came up I didn't remember to write down, but if you're playing cards, if you're in the pool room, again, any area that is not your apartment as a common area, you should be wearing masks when you're in there with somebody other than the person you live with. Again, I appreciate the support, I appreciate the patience, and I know it's a big ask, but we need everybody to stay strong and keep up this fight for another 30, 45 days. Well, thank you very much. Have a good day.